So just to wrap up here, first of all, since we started with limited understanding, what is it that you feel like you've gained just from this short experience about an understanding about Duke? What do you feel like you got out of this that you didn't know about Duke before?
It's humble.
Humble, okay, yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna go out and be a hero. He just grabbed his board, he went out with his pals.
Yeah,
saved some lives.
great.
Very brave.
Very brave. Yeah, where did you pick that up particularly?
He's going through the big, waves and going to the boat and just pulling people out.
Great.
I knew he was a surfer, but I didn't know he'd ever rescued people.
Okay.
I just learned more.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more to him than just a surfer.
Right. Yeah. Anything else that standing out to you about this process? Okay, great. Well, let's step out of this just as teachers here and say, what particularly caught your attention about how we went through the lesson here today? What's that? Anything different that I did that we've done before? Anything that you're noticing particularly that you hadn't really thought about before? You've tried and saw me do it differently? Whatever kind of came out of this little experience here this morning.
I just noticed the sequence of how you went about it that you really built. So it's like you start out with vocabulary words, and I'm looking for massive and frantic and havoc, and it starts to build, and it gets more complicated as you go on. You start off with small and directed add-on, so the sequence is more higher level.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
more engaging too. It made me want to learn more.
Okay.
Because you're like, oh, what is this?
Right.
You know, a little bit, and now.
Pulling from something we might have a little knowledge of, but where is that going to take us? In terms of the scaffolding that you just said, I think that for me, the vocabulary words are important as vocabulary words, but also in setting a tone. Trying to feel like we're getting a tone of the world that we're in. So very deliberate on the kinds of vocabulary words to get that flavor of it. There may probably other, words we could talk probably about, thrust or begged or, gagging. There's other words that we probably could have used, but something that gives a sense of what is that thing that's coming to in this process, it's in this experience. Anything else that, yes?
Well, I noticed we didn't read an entire article or something. So me, I'm curious now. I want to learn more about this Thelma, the boat, and I want to learn more. I would like to read the
Right. And there's the article, the size of the article, so it'd be very easy to then come back and say, okay, let's read the whole article now. Yeah. I mean, it's tricky to take little sections out and the fact that, maybe we left something out that doesn't make it make sense, but hopefully in this case that was enough to make sense.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, I got this word, but now,
want to get the bigger sense of it,
I want to know, what happened, what caused the boat to sink, what went wrong.
Right. Great.
I think it makes the students more excited, like she's
Yeah.
saying, and then they might want to go home and they want to tell someone, did you know about Duke? And
Right.
You did this? But it's not because they just read, they actually
Experienced a little bit of that,
so
yeah.
It's something they want to share.
And deliberately pieces left out to hopefully, ratchet that interest up, anything, yeah.
I'm new here, but I was like, oh, Tableau, I like this kind of stuff, but I'm like, what's it going to look like in the class? The kids are just going to be wild, they're not really going to take anything from it, it'll be fun, but by doing it, it really does deepen your knowledge because I had to be the survivor and I felt like I could see the scene in my head and what would it feel like to be saved by Duke? I was Duke and I felt like a hero and I could visualize it and it definitely does deepen your understanding.
Yeah, hopefully that's the idea is, we talk about, reading as a visualization, but sometimes just the techniques of being able to read the words gets in the way of us being able to form an image in our mind. So by getting ourselves artistically or creatively kind of involved, it does start to create those images and maybe helps us go back to the reading and make that visualization even stronger when we're there. Yeah, great. No, you look like you're ready to say. That's all right.
I'm just blown away by the process of it because I did something like this a week and a half ago and it bombed because the kids were out of but it was me and I only did one thing. But I like how you built it and I see where I can apply it.
I think that anybody, because I just came from an experience working with high school students, not in physical stuff, we were doing verbal stuff, but similar in a way, over on the Big Island. I had two classes that were basically the same, but one, it was really, really hard. These were just kids that just didn't want to get up in front of each other and do anything. You know, they'd walk in the class and they'd see me and they go, oh God, he's here again. You know, and it's just like, oh boy, how do I work through this kind of game? And by the end, they all shared, and it was hard, it was small. You know, but I think it's that idea that even though for some of them it's like, we're going to do the same thing again, it's like, yeah, we're going to do the same thing for that very reason, is that you're a little uncomfortable with it. And if we take the time to kind of slowly build, then hopefully that will encourage you to go a little deeper, feel a little more comfortable. But if you're not too used to it one time, you're still kind of wrestling with, how do I feel about this? Yeah, so if we can slowly build, then hopefully it's encouraging us to go. And we're seeing that, oh, well, other people are being serious or they're taking more of a chance. Maybe that gives me permission to go a little deeper into it. Yeah. Anything else?
Hard not to be frustrated with the time too. Like, I don't know.
It takes time. It takes time to build
Getting
it.
them back,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
pulling them back.
Right.
So that you can continue.
Right.
I was very frustrated. Wanting to quit.
I will never say that it's going to work every time. It does take some cultivation, that's for
I was
sure.
gonna say, one thing I noticed, and I know you said it's because we had a smaller group, but I liked the part where we were able to look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked, because I knew what we had done, I liked to see what they had done, and that helped give ideas. And then I liked the part about hearing what they thought we had done and getting to do that. I don't know if you can do that when you have a.
I think you can. I think you just have to be strategic about how you do it. There are certainly times like when you're doing the same thing, that doesn't necessarily take a whole lot of time because everybody knows what each other's doing. So to be able to have each group share out and even to say what's one thing. What I do sometimes is like, let's say I have 5 groups, then I might say this group is going to share, this group over here, you're going to give us a comment on that group. So not everybody comments. Each group then becomes responsible for the comments of the group that's, right after them or something. Yeah, so it can keep it kind of moving along. If we do the longer process of what do you imagine, that does take some time. And then you don't want to necessarily have a lot of things that you're going to do. It may just be one thing so that we can really respond to each other and then revise it, and that's enough because that's going to take a little more time.
I just know for me, sometimes I learn better by seeing what
Yeah.
I see. Oh,
Yeah.
how they're- and then yeah.
And there are certainly times that you could say, okay, everybody just did the same piece of text. Let's just look. Group 1, 3, 2, 1, freeze. Group 2, 3, 2, 1, freeze. We don't necessarily have to talk about it every time. Sometimes it can just be to see and notice the differences. Yeah, because that can also just be like, okay, now that you've seen what I've done, how might you revise yours? You know what I mean? Just a taste. So the variations on a theme.